Welcome to my allotment, plot 3, North Warwickshire. Just a bit of an update on the what I thought was the onion moth. Now seems to be a leek moth. Obviously a lot of people around here call it the onion moth because of how many onions get decimated each year. Prolific on this plot. I'd like to thank Anthony Dix for his information on the nematodes. It's like a little worm that lives in the ground, organic, safe for everyone. But I did look it up, and to cover 40 square metres it had cost £12. You've got to do that every 6 weeks. And he also said in the comments box that everyone would have to do it every square inch to try and eradicate it. This wouldn't stop the moths flying in from another area and causing the problem again. But it is moving north and west, so some people haven't heard of it and haven't had the problems that we're having here. First time I grew onions, and I did leave them in the ground when they were looking a little poorly. I should have perhaps took them out straight away, and maybe I'd have been more aware of it. As you could see when I did my previous video on the onion moth grub, or it should be larvae, they did look in a poor state, so they're having a field day. I'd like to thank Michael Brotherton as well. He gave me some information and said it just attacks the leaves and the stem, should we say. But by the time, if you don't cut off the leaf and stem where it's been attacked by the larvae, grubs, it will travel down into the bulb, which it had done on mine. So they rendered them useless. But apparently if you cut the tops off when you see the grub or the leaves being eaten away, then cut the stems off and then use the bulb as normal. There's 2 cycles during the season. The first cycle is where the grub stroke larvae come out of the ground after being dormant, crawl up and attack the stems. They have their fill and then they move back down into the ground. I believe then they pop back up again, but the second batch or the second set of grubs stroke larvae are more invasive later on in the year. So it's so realistically the grub then changes into that chrysalis that we saw on my video, changes into a moth. So if you've got yours covered and there are moth chrysalises under the net, the moth isn't going anywhere. So it's just one big battle, one losing battle. The farmers use a very strong pesticide which the Allotment Association have tried to get hold of, but then we're just not allowed to use that pesticide because of the hazards with it. So what's it actually doing to the onions that you buy? This is why we grow our own. But yeah, it's as I say, once the new moth's born, then that flies off, lays the eggs, and it's just one big cycle. So yes, it's a big learning curve for me. Everybody takes it on the chin here, but I have noticed some of the comments that people watching this video or my last video were quite surprised about it. But I googled leek moth, and there you can see some of the damage to the leaves, to the bulb, and there's that many different types of damage. It's just a minefield that what can actually go with your the onion family, and it affects all the onion family. Again, I'm talking onions because last year my leeks were okay. You tend to plant them a little bit later and they're smaller. So, a roundup of it. Just hope that you don't get it, and I'm just hoping that my netted onions are still okay. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all the comments and people taking the time to look on the internet. As you're probably aware, I'm not overly good on computers. What you see is what you get with me. But I hope it's been useful and made more of awareness. Thanks for watching, and I'm still happily growing. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.